Hello and welcome to Clone Wars Weekly. I am your host Ronan, and joining us today is Batil and Quentin. I decided to say their names this time so that it doesn't get messed up as to the order or the fact that one considers himself Echo for some reason.
I'm Echo!
Anyway, today we have our very special Halloween special.
Assuming we do get this out before Halloween actually does happen.
Because I'm editing.
I gagged a little bit there.
Jesus. You're not gonna be doing that the whole time, are you?
No.
Good. I was getting
You
sick
can
of it
you can
already.
do the creepy voices from here on out.
What am I gonna do? Alright. So what are we gonna talk about?
All right. Well, I
Alright.
first wanted to discuss the latest Star Wars news. They released a picture of the Inquisitor, and while I included it at the end of the last video, it's I'm sure people are begging for us to talk about it.
See, he's pretty scary.
Yeah, he is actually pretty scary
as far as
because
ripoff goes.
this is what the future of Star Wars is going to be. This thing. Well, let's start off with somatics. He is Utapowian.
It's
So
Utapon.
unfortunately, it's not the cool Utapowians.
It's Utapon, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's not the weird, it's not the cool looking fish guys.
I like the go oot oot oot.
Right. It's not the cool ones. It's the tall human ones with pointed teeth and
creeps.
Really, he even looks less like them. He looks more like the sun. Yeah, he's definitely. They do this a lot with Darksiders. They make them perfectly pale white and give them weird tattoos.
Red eyes.
Right.
Wait, but he has yellow eyes. It's like a variation. It's either red or yellow usually. Why is that?
Yeah, and the tattoos are usually either black or red. It's almost always red, but whatever. I'm honestly not too excited for this. Have they released anything that has gotten any of us excited for Rebels?
It's gotten me not excited for Rebels.
Q, what are your thoughts on the Inquisitor?
Well, it could be cool if they don't go that route.
They will go that route.
Yeah, we all know that route. The route of, oh, I'm evil because I should be. I don't have any character development because I'm evil, and that's just how you're gonna accept me to be because I'm evil.
He's the replacement for Starkiller. Like he's Vader's.
He's Starkiller and the Sun.
He's Vader's bitch, pretty much throughout the entire thing.
From
what I've read, anyway, he's basically just. Vader orders him around like a dog. He's like, "There's a Jedi over there. Go kill that man." And
yeah, go kill that guy. I'm enjoying my day off.
He go kills him, and that's pretty much all his beef is.
The reason they're doing this, I can only imagine, is that they'll probably kill him off at some point because they can't do that with Vader, so they just wanted another villain.
They can't have him still running around Episode 4.
Right.
It'd be some major continuity issues.
No, that's enough about this crappy thing. What else are we supposed to be talking about?
Well, I was going to say some scary topics, but really the Inquisitor was the scariest of all.
He was one of the scarier topics we've ever done.
So let's move on to something a bit more enjoyable. Let's all discuss some of our scary Star Wars experiences.
Now,
because
when you say that, you mean like I remember I was at Celebration with Q, and we were walking around, and there was this dude at one of the booths, and he had like this really short kilt on, and then we kept running into him, or he kept like following. I don't know, but then we kept running into him, and every time we went past him, he'd make like a comment or something, and we'd be like, "All right." You remember that guy, Q?
Yeah,
I don't mean that kind of scary. I'm talking about legit.
So you didn't see his kilt, man.
I had a full conversation with him.
It was pretty scary. He was like kilt man. He just kept appearing like out of nowhere. He would just show up, and we'd be like, "All right, what you doing?" And then we'd go on the complete other side of the building, and then he'd be over there too.
Oh boy, Kilt Man was watching you.
I don't know what he was doing, but he kept showing up in Alderaan places. Ah, did you see what I did there?
That was a scary. That was good.
We are so lame. I can't even begin to. Okay, but that was pretty scary. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, I'm legit talking about.
I don't think he was wearing underwear.
That's the scarier part.
That is, yeah. I don't think he had any underwear on.
Ooh, last night I had a dream that Ronan Sir went to Celebration with us.
How'd that go?
That sounds.
Well, I don't know, but for some weird reason, it was like perfect. I thought it was real life. Then I
I
woke
had
up.
a dream last night that Corey was stalking me in the dark,
That's a
and
dream.
yeah, it was more of
He
a
does that.
nightmare.
I thought he like does that anyway. Or is that you usually doing the stalking?
That's my job.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, back on topic here. Let's discuss our actual scary Star Wars experiences because sometimes they actually do try to make some spooky stuff in the genre of Star
We've
Wars.
only done it twice for me.
Okay.
Once, you know what? The other one doesn't even count. Death Troopers.
All right. What was
Death
that one like? I've
freaking
never read
Troopers.
it.
That was good. You had to read the no, no. You had to read the audiobook. No, you listened to the audiobook. The audiobook was really good, except when they had like a dude playing the voice of the woman. That was kind of weird. But
Wait,
it it was one dude doing all the voices, and when there were female characters, he was sort of putting on a female voice.
that is scary. No wonder you were
That
terrified.
What?
that sounds very
And
scary.
her name was Dr. Cody, but she was awesome, you know, in
So,
all her masculine
Cody.
glory.
So Cody was a transvestite.
No, 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 no. This is like Dr. Cody. Ain't got no
Oh.
time for that crappy clone. But anyways, what the book is about? It's about these two brothers. They're like these inmates, and then
Okay.
they're in prison. They're on this prison barge, and then this coincidences and consequences lead to this infection spreading across the Star Destroyer that they board with, and Han Solo and Chewbacca are running around in there, and there's some clone dude. Well, yeah, he's acting like a clone. I don't think he's a clone. And then he screws everyone over, and then he comes back and not screws them over, and then there's a lot of blood and guts being thrown around, and some. There was this one part. I love this part. There's one of the brothers. This is a spoiler alert. Yeah.
Spoiler alert!
Basically, the undead troopers, because you know, death troopers, are gonna have some zombies in there. They're chasing the brother and Dr. Cody, but then so the brother's leg gets infected, so he falls. Dr. Cody's like, "All right, I'm gonna have to sever this." And brother's like, "Oh wait, what?" And she pulls out a scalpel and she starts hacking through his leg. It's like just below his knee or something, and she starts like hacking it away with a scalpel, and he's there like screaming, and then the zombies are trying to break in, and that was some hardcore shit. So this was Star Wars. It didn't feel like Star Wars, but it was
Why don't they get a lightsaber?
because these are just everyday people. They don't have a lightsaber.
Oh,
They're not like Jedi. Like one of them, Dr. Cody's a doctor near, and then the sergeant
why don't
guy.
they have lightsaber scalpels?
Why would the frick would you
Why?
want that?
It's Star Wars. Why would they have like? What's stopping them from having lightsaber scalpels?
In fact, they might slice themselves up with one.
You could slice yourself up with a nose
If
scalpel.
you're a trained medical doctor person, shouldn't you have a license for that?
Well,
So
you go.
don't.
You go complain to the author or something.
I'm not. I'm just wondering.
Anyway, and then there was another book called Red Harvest, which is like a prequel, not as scary. But the Death Troopers, man, I highly recommend it to all you guys out there who can't stomach it, just so I can, you know, watch you fail and barf.
That kind of scared me.
No, it
Was
does
that?
get pretty graphic, like when because I actually discuss in excruciating detail about the scalpel piercing the flesh and hacking away through the nerves and muscles.
Stop!
Oh god, it's like Jesus. And then there's the part when they come into the ship. They come into the ship and they see like this trooper's head hung by chains, just hanging there, and the head is still in the helmet. It's still in there, but the body's gone, and it's just like a head just sitting there, and you're just like,
That's like the cover
that
of
is
their
the
book.
cover. That does actually happen in the book.
Huh. Okay. Well, at least it's not a misleading cover then.
No, but it was pretty crazy.
Wait, where do you get hooks? Never mind.
No, they're on an Imperial Star Destroyer.
Where do you get? Where do you find hooks in a Star
They're not
Destroyer?
like little hooks. They're like these chain hook things. They hook things.
Now, for a while, it took me a while to figure out what my scary Star Wars moment was, because honestly, there aren't a lot that are actually spooky. Like the Clone Wars, that wasn't scary at all. Probably
Shadow
get into
War
that
was pretty scary.
later.
That one episode with the T was that kind of pissing myself over here.
But no, what I actually meant was spooky stuff. There was only ever one time where I was crapping my pants from
You crapped your
scary.
pants in a Clone Wars episode?
Okay, no, it wasn't Clone Wars. It was this one.
Pretty weenie.
It was, it was this one video game called Star Wars Bounty Hunter, where you play as Jango Fett for the
The
majority.
Bando Gora.
The Bando Gora.
Oh my gosh.
What's the Bandagor?
Yes. The Bando Gora are essentially these cultist people that have taken a serum that controls them, essentially.
Why would you do that?
Well, they weren't. The thing was, the Bando Gora cultists had put the serum into death sticks, so like hundreds of people were and slaves were all getting infected by it.
Creeps.
And you meet on their home planet, which is this terrifying world of twisted, destroyed ruins.
Prickly, spiky looking trees.
Yeah, and it's all desolate and scary looking. And then all of a sudden,
Can
you're
I
attacked.
share this moment with you?
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, this moment's scary.
What happened?
You on this one.
You didn't even tell me. You cut him off right when he was about to say what happened.
So you're walking along on the first level, and suddenly you're attacked like these hordes of Bando Gora cultists. They're all like in black and have glowing eyes that you can't see their faces. And they just rip you apart. The game already had sort of weird, funky mechanics, so it's difficult to fight most enemies.
Maybe you just suck at it. And that's why you kept dying.
But no, they will tear you to shreds. You have to find high ground. You have to use your flamethrower to light them up. That was the best strategy, actually. Of course, the flamethrower had terrible mechanics as well, so that was weird. But man, those guys were just terrifying. Then you go into their palace, and there's like all these little corners where there's like a labyrinth of a maze in there, and they just will attack you out of nowhere. That game was actually really scary because you had limited lives. So if you died, you like you
Sucked
lost.
to be you.
If you lost 5 lives, you go back to the start of the level. So that was what gave it this pulse, terrifying. I don't know how to describe it anymore.
No. If you want to talk about a scary level in a game, Republic Commando, the Ghost Ship.
Okay, no.
Let me hip you to how this played out, my friend. You're in this ghost ship. You're boarding the ghost ship, and you don't have your team with you. They're off in other parts of the ship. You're there. You're walking around. There's no troopers, but then there's this one trooper you come across, and he's like hiding out like the torpedo bay. He's just hiding out. And you're like, "What you doing?" He's like, "I'm rerouting some stuff." And he's like, "No, you came here, right?" Yeah. All right. So then he gets killed off by like these weird things. You don't know what they are yet. And you go in, and you're crawling through these vents, right? Going through the vents, you're going through this one vent, you exit the vent, everything's all cool, but there's like a weird music playing. Like, alright, I don't know what's going on here. And then freaking Trandos just pop out of the wall, and they're like, and then they just show up, and they're like, and like that, and they're like these little pudgy Trandos. They're like Ganok from like Clone Wars or whatever. And they're running at you with like freaking shotguns. You're just like, oh Jesus. And then these ones got knives, and then they're running at you, and you're just like, wait, what? So I ran back into the vent and went the other way.
Huh.
But
the last I checked, pudgy Trandoshans aren't quite as scary as the Bando.
They had the way they ran at you. Like, whenever they ran, they'd make that noise. They had like these. Man, it was messed up.
Dear goodness.
But that's not scary.
You didn't play it. It was pretty damn scary.
You didn't play the
You're talking about methed out Sith. That's not scary.
No, I'm not.
You did. The Panda Gooies.
You haven't played that game?
I haven't played the game. I've not played it.
That part?
It's already scary enough trying to get to that final level.
I've not. No.
I've never been able to finish it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Republic Commando is twice as scary.
You haven't played it. You don't know.
Neither do you.
I'm not afraid of Trandoshans.
I'm not afraid of methed out Sith.
I'm Echo.
Pass.
All right, so Q, what's one of your scariest wars? If you say
anything, I thought most of these are like video games. Mine
wasn't from a video game. It was a book.
Wait, I know, but you were talking about like Ghost Ship.
Yeah, because I was trying to like repel his arguments and troll him. You understand? Alright, go on.
Well, my scariest moment was in
Alright.
the Clone Wars video game.
Oh.
It's funny, a lot of people aren't actually going to remember what this game was. It had nothing to do with the 2008 Clone Wars show.
2000
Or the 2002, 3 one.
2002 it came out, didn't it?
It had nothing to do with any of the animated series. It was actually after episode 2.
Right, it was
You got it in a special disc thing whenever you got an Xbox.
Okay, so what happened? What happened in this game?
Okay, so I'm there.
Okay.
I'm playing along, enjoying my life,
Uh-huh.
walking through.
Yeah.
I mean, shooting through this entire thing.
Alright.
So I
You're driving
fly
a
my
tank.
ship, I blow up everything, and I'm on Red Bar, of course. But I get out of my ship, and I have to go in this tank.
Uh-huh.
So I go into this tomb thing. I didn't know what a tomb was at this age. I was like 7.
You
I
didn't
don't
know
know
what a
how
tomb
old.
was?
What?
I was like
I
5.
did not know what a tomb was.
Pretty weenie.
I thought it was like a vitamin.
What?
Jesus.
Tomb sounded like a vitamin.
A tomb is a vitamin.
Alright then. Okay, go on then. What? Go on. What's so scary about this tomb, Clinton?
Well,
Who are you
There it
playing
goes.
as? Are you like a
I'm
clone?
playing as Anakin.
Oh lord.
There were
In a
ghosts in that tomb.
Ghosts.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mean like the
Ghosts scare me.
translucent Obi-Wan Force ghost?
No, not the old man ones, the creepy Grim Reaper looking ones.
What?
They shot fire out of their eyes.
I have a
What?
feeling this is not canon. Just a thought, but
As if the 2003 micro series is dubiously probably not canon nowadays. So why
this
the heck would
ghost
this?
flame eye stuff? No, that ain't gonna fly. So why is it scary?
Well, because they're ghosts.
It just sounds really.
You have to like defile their tombs, and then they'll
Defile
wake up
their
and kill you.
tombs.
Defile their tombs?
Yeah, you have to like
Sounds so wrong. What are you
to,
doing
like-
in these tombs?
you have to like go spray paint this person
What?
sucks on their tomb.
What?
What are you doing in
This
their
is-
tomb in the first
This
place?
is by far the
Well,
most
I'm gonna go
strange
find the
culprit.
Syndralig guy,
Oh lord.
and
Syndralig, he wasn't dead.
No, I don't think he was dead in the tomb.
Oh, okay. So you had to
He's
find
He's
him.
just chilling out in there, yeah.
yeah, it's like hologram thing.
Wait, a hologram? He was alive.
Oh wait, no, it was not Syndral. It was Ulf Caldrone. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
why I got
It's Caldrone,
Syndralig
it is,
confused with Ulf.
Okay, so that's your scariest.
I don't even remember his name. But
Ghost
I
anyway,
with
yeah.
flame eyes. That's
I played this game when I was like 13, and I wasn't afraid of it.
That's because you were 13.
You was,
What? Okay,
I
weenie.
played this game when I was like 5.
you said 7.
I don't know.
You guys want to hear a story about a ghost?
Okay, I do.
I'll tell you this. This is a story about a ghost, right?
Okay.
Should it be like a Star Wars ghost, or should it be like a real life ghost that I actually
sure, go ahead.
physically came across?
This is a real life one.
All right. So at my old house. You should have like some creepy music playing here.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
Shut up!
Uh,
You suck at giving music. So at my old house, it was haunted. You see, it was totally haunted. I still believe to this day that house was freaking haunted. So one day how old am I? I'm like like 7 at the time, 7 or 8. Right, I'm just like a little kid, I'm just happy-go-lucky. I'm like, and so I'm in my room, and then I hear someone calling me. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the kitchen. My mom was all like, "Oh, can you go get this thing from your grandma's room?" So I'm like, all right, I'll go do his thing. So I'm in there, trying to find the thing she's looking for me to get, and all of a sudden, this is where it gets really messed up. So I'm sitting there trying to find the thing, I'm just like, where the goddamn thing at? And I hear this freaking music box that hasn't apparently gone off in like 30 or 40 years right next to me. It's all like so you know what I did?
Goodness.
I
What'd
got
you
the hell
do?
out of there, man. I bolted out. I've never run as fast. I cheesed it out of that room so fast. It was insane because because I'd spoken to my mom about it before, and she was like, "Yeah, that thing hasn't gone off for like a long time," and then it just started going off. I'm like, "Oh!" So yeah, I got the hell out of there.
Oh my goodness.
That's not even the worst one. Now this is where it gets a little bit odd. My
Okay.
cousins are over, and then they're like I don't want to give any names, but so they're over and they're like, well, one of them's like 15, the other one's like 18, and I'm like 9, 10, a little bit older, and then
Okay.
apparently, and then they were like babysitting me or some crap.
Okay.
So of course they're gonna naturally f with me. They threw my Darth Vader onto the roof, and I was just like, all right.
What?
I know. So
Go ahead.
but that wasn't that. So apparently I was just sitting there playing some video games, and then the oldest one comes out and she's like, "So is anybody else here with us? Like, is anyone else here? No family."
What?
And then I'm like, "Yeah, no, they all went out to the thing. Can't remember what the thing was. I think it was like a picnic or something." And then she says, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure." And then she's like, "I just saw this woman with white hair down the hallway over there." I'm like, "What you talking about?" And then she's like, yeah, you sure there's no one else here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know if there was somebody else in the house, definitely, because you know I'm like 10. I was like, have fun bleeping that." So then, and then
No.
the other one comes out, and then she's like, "Yeah, I just saw something down there too." So I'm like, "All right, I don't know what's going on here." And then they're like, "You should come with us and look." I'm like, "Oh, nah, probably shouldn't do that." But anyway, I'm a little kid, I'm dumb, so I'm gonna go. So I went with them. One of them dressed up like the goddamn woman with the white hair. They come up from behind me. Scared him with Jesus!
Oh my goodness.
My ears.
that was the point of that story. It's to get
Oh
you
my.
to turn up your volume so I can blow the out of your hearing.
It was weird because I was actually planning on doing the exact same thing. As soon as you finished your story, I was going to scream at the top of my lungs.
See, that did actually happen. They did, because I went down the hall and there was like one of them was in front of me, one of them was behind me. The one behind me, I didn't see them putting on the wig or anything, or like putting on the makeup and stuff. So then I turn around and see this freaking thing. I nearly pissed my pants.
Oh my goodness.
Man, now, and I never got my Darth Vader back. He's still on the roof.
Wait, what?
He was
Really?
still
You
on
should
the.
somehow go and get him.
I think no. I mean, I think the rain kind of knocked him down. I never. I was like, I just never. I don't know where he went. It was that stupid Vader, the one that like it was like in the Saga Legend. It was one where he could like you push a button on his back and his torso moved.
Oh, I hate those.
He had like one hand was open to like a force choke, and the other one was like
Oh yeah, that was like the
Bespin one.
yeah, Bespin Darth Vader. He's like,
Mhm.
no, Luke.
He-
I.
And he was on the roof
I'm
for like the
strong.
longest time. I think the rain might have knocked him down. I don't know, but he was up there for a long ass time. Never got him back.
Huh.
That's pretty scary too. Whatever happened to Darth Vader?
Whatever happened to Darth Vader?
I think the cat ate him. But either way, we'll
But
never.
you know what we should talk about now?
What are we going to talk about now?
Brain invaders.
Brain invaders from the Clone Wars?
In that
Like,
episode that completely ripped off of Death Troopers? Let's talk about that.
which one? Legacy of Terror was the better one.
Or we could say
No, it wasn't. That one didn't have Barris.
That one was actually had some decent atmosphere to it.
Didn't have
Like,
Barris though.
who cares? Really?
oh,
It had
I do.
Luminara. Isn't she a Maryland?
she's lame.
She's like 50.
What's that mean, Q?
She's like
What does
50.
that mean?
She's like 50.
No,
Plus, she always used to yell at me in the Clone Wars game.
I can imagine
Wait,
that.
well, you know what else we should talk about besides
Forgot.
just that crappy Brain Invaders episode?
Ow.
So we should talk about Dewey Mall.
Ooh.
Oh
Which,
no.
for
All
the
right.
people who don't know, what's Dewey Mall?
So Dewey Mall, I think Corey, somebody came up with this. I don't know so what is Dewey? It stood for something. What did it? Dewey some. Anyway,
Hairdo. That was
Hairdo.
yeah, okay.
Oh.
So now because this was like in 2011. I went to go see the movie Insidious. Still has me sleeping on my couch to this day. But in that movie, there is a dude that looks absurdly like Darth Maul with like goat feet.
Yeah, he's called the what? The lipstick.
Lipstick demon. So apparently, what his story is, he smeared lipstick all over his face to appeal to children or some weird thing like that. You know, don't watch this movie for like a little kid. You like crap your pants like the first 10 minutes.
No, 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 no. All of our under 10 years old audience, which we probably have like two, but you guys should all go watch Insidious right
What is
now.
wrong
It's like
with you?
a cool
Darth
thing.
Sidious is not in it like I originally thought.
Yeah,
No, yes, he
it's about
is.
Palpatine. You'll love it.
Guys are really messed up. But there's this dude, and we call him Dewey Mall because he has this really bad hairdo. And it's like these fail dreadlocks, and they're going on, and he has like Darth Maul face and stuff, and my God, that thing still freaks me out. That little gimp bastard, man. Oh Jesus.
Aren't we gonna go watch that movie all together?
We on Halloween night.
Ooh.
Well, a lot of people chickened out, but we will be watching Insidious. Maybe we should do like a live stream or something.
I wonder. Yeah, that might be interesting. We'll have to explore the options
Yeah,
there.
so we might be doing a live stream of all of us, well, us three, watching the Insidious movie. I do have a link to the movie, which we will be using. And then we might do a live stream, probably not, because we're lazy like that, but we are definitely going to be watching it.
I'll set it up.
Apparently Q will set it up. So that's that. So that's going to be on Halloween night. So if
That'll be
any
fantastic.
dweebs or weenies out there are staying at home Halloween night, not going trick-or-treating like we probably should be, you should tune in to the live stream. Although, we could go trick-or-treating and get some candy. Get some
I-
goddamn candy!
Who
Wait a
needs
minute.
candy?
I'll go with Q. I'll say I'm his dad. And we can push Q to every one of the houses.
Wear a mustache.
I can be the mom.
No, don't do that.
Pretty
What?
funny. Anyway, but yeah, so that's what we might be doing Halloween, depending on how things go.
Right.
Oh, my liver. So back to the topic of brain invaders. It ripped off of Death Troopers. Is that all? Is that all we done here?
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite
Was
episode.
not one of the if we are going to talk quote unquote scarier episodes or monster episodes, the Zillow Beast ones. I did love those.
Why?
Dude, Zillow Beast was awesome. What do
No,
you
he wasn't. He looked like an anorexic Godzilla thing.
Loved it. I love the Zillow Beast episodes. They were genius. They would have fun.
They were not. The only thing good about them was the doctor gal.
She was
and
awesome too, but the Zillow Beast himself was, or herself, whatever the
It's
hell
just-
it was.
See, whatever.
I love the
It's just-
scene when it's like looking in at what's their faces, and they're all just like, "Oh, we should probably get out of here." And the thing is
I
like,
hated those episodes.
What?
I hated those episodes.
"Why would you do that?" It shows
They're
how
dumb.
like evil and corrupt the Republic is for shooting down the poor Zillow Beast.
I laughed when the creature died. I hate animals.
You better like sleep with one eye open, because I'm gonna put
Okay.
like a rat trap between your legs.
Awesome. That sounds like fun.
You say that now. When your cojones are squished in between those two metal prongs, as my friend. Q, what do you think of Zillow Beast?
Why does everyone love the Zillow
Who?
Beast so
The
much?
Zillow Beast episodes.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
How can you not have opinion?
Oh well, it needed more echo.
Oh Jesus. It
Why?
had Cosmo.
I did like Cosmo, but he got crushed by a door.
That was pretty funny.
Like, yeah, if Echo got crushed by a giant door, there'd be no walking away from
And
that.
they had such a cop-out ending to that with the whole
You
clone
want to
Zillow.
clone the beast?
Yeah, and then they never,
Yes.
ever followed up on that.
Or-
And
What we know of. Maybe the
No,
stormtrooper armor
there's-
is like
Storm, yeah, the Stormtrooper armor was
Zillow Beast plated, yo.
totally reflected.
That's why in Force Unleashed,
That's Echo's armor.
It's to
Echo's armor.
kill
is
them.
that.
because in Force Unleashed it takes like 1 billion hits to kill the stormtroopers. That's why it's because they
It does. You can kill them in a matter of minutes.
No, you can,
minutes,
you can
but it should
definitely kill
take
them, like,
seconds. It should.
Okay,
take
I walked up to a stormtrooper and he just died. Actually,
Hey, I don't know what game you're playing,
I
but
do remember that. I walk up to a stormtrooper, I accidentally slice him with my lightsaber, not even moving it, like flings over and it cuts his like.
Because you weenies are
legs
playing
off.
it on like very easy difficulty.
No.
Yeah, you weenies were like playing it on easy.
Stormtrooper armor, last I checked, was about as effective as putting styrofoam on you.
Power
Putting
styrofoam.
styrofoam on you and throwing yourself off a 2-story cliff.
All right, we've been doing this podcast for a long ass time, so
All right.
say the thing.
It's time to wrap this up. No, it's Ronan's job. Say the
No,
say the line.
I'm cool with you doing it. I'm cool with you doing it. Let's wrap this up, shall we?
I'll never get used to that. It still scars me the way you say that. What is with this paper? I'm trying to like freaking thing it for 20 minutes and it won't fold. There we go.
Anyway, I would thank you all for watching and listening. I hope you have a terrible Halloween where you probably get slashed by
Wait a
someone.
minute. If we're uploading this on Halloween, we're gonna do the live stream on Halloween.
We're probably gonna put this up before Halloween.
Yeah, with Quentin editing.
Hi.
All right. Okay. Sure. Say
hope.
that, but
Hope for
Don't
the
forget
best.
to like us on Twitter for an
like us on
infamous-
Twitter?
Like us on Twitter.
what kind of crap?
Wait, what?
Like us on
Like us on Facebook
Jesus.
and follow us on Twitter and subscribe, and most importantly, subscribe to us on all channels. And don't forget to comment and like the video.
If you don't subscribe to us, we'll hunt you down and scoop out your guts with a spoon.
Spoon him.